Three World Cup spots on the line here in Muscat. It's UAE taking on Nepal. I've got Mohammed. Roj, you won the toss. What are you going to do and why, please?
We'll bat first because looking at the wicket, I don't think it will change much. So we will bat first and put a good score on board and put pressure on the opponent team.
Just honestly.
Yeah, it's a good toss for us. We were looking for the bowling.
Kushal Malla yet to perform in this tournament. Depending, we all know the two changes for UAE. Mohammad Wasim is in very good nick. He scored 84 in the last game in the league game against Malaysia. A very
Dan, West Indies. Stuart Law has just identified his best 11. He's sticking with it and backing them.
Got the ball dart in to the right-hander as well.
Guided away. It's a good stroke. And it will race to the rope. Follows the shape of Junaid Sadiq form in recent times. That's the first boundary. And it races to the rope.
He didn't try to hit the ball hard, just timed it behind square on the offside. Good mix by Mohammad Rohit.
Innovation now and gets it round the corner and gets it a long way. May well go all the way. Bertel whack and with just a flick of the wrist round the corner gets the first maximum.
It was outside the off stump. Went towards the off stump, outside the off stump, and just rammed that ball down to fine leg.
Both of these sides, they also know each other very well. Cut away and cut away to the rope. It's a good shot from Bertel. He's so important for Nepal here. And a bit of frustration from Zahid Ali. He feels as though the fielder should have stopped it, but it was short and it was wide and it got the treatment it deserved.
Gave a little bit of room and cut that away behind square on the offside. There was a diving effort by the fielder there.
On a surface, it looks like it's going to help. The shake goes over the top and gets a good piece. One bounce, four, exploits those fielding restrictions. Had to take a risk, but gets a boundary.
Gives himself room inside out over cover fielder. Played it on the up. The fielders in the offside off. And Sharaf, who was also probably the...
Might only be 3 or 4. Oh, that's a glorious shot. Gives himself the room and exploits the offside again. A lovely shuffle from Asif Sheikh and a full flourish and extension of the arms. 4 more.
We can see the elegance of Asif Sheikh. Just puts his front leg away in the 5th over.
Goes again and gets a good piece again. This is outstanding batting. These two have assessed the conditions and, well, it's going to fly all the way. Monstrous hit. And just a little bit of width on offer, and maybe it should have been Sadiq bowling this one rather than Mohammad Rohit.
It's very difficult to say which one was better. The first one was played it on the up. The second one also played it on the up.
At the top. Beautiful. Really elegantly played. Great execution of a difficult stroke from Asif Sheikh. Will get a boundary, just one bounce and races for 4.
Classy shot by Asif Sheikh. Again, inside out, hitting it wide off, long off. These shots are pretty hard.
It took a miraculous fight back. Nepal bowled averagely, but Japan were just excellent. Slog sweep comes out and gets a good piece and gets it all the way for 6. That's a fine shot from Kushal Bertel.
Going down on one knee. Hits it in front of the square on the onside. Very still head.
Watch fraction off the wrong foot, it feels like. Bit of turn on offer. This one's given. And UAE do strike. Now, I felt as though Kushal Bertel was very fortunate to survive the earlier decision from Hyder Ali, but this one has turned. So it might have been a case of kind of 2 decisions combining for one that's given out. Bertel got the first decision going his way. This time it goes the way of UAE, and Kaushik, with that little bit of unorthodoxy, he strikes.
It was a bit slow through the air, trapped right in front. Bertel, he has to go. That's plumb in front.
Yeah, I think actually it didn't turn as much as I thought at first. It's flicked to the front pad of the real feel. Humidity I saw yesterday was 80%. Hook shot. Fielder out there, but it goes wide and high to his left. I think that's gone straight into the rope and could be given as a maximum. He got a good piece of it. Oh, it's given as a one bounce four. Very close to the rope and right in front of the Nepal team dugout. Bit of an argument between the fielder in the deep, who's claiming it was four, and then the Nepal bench, who are saying no, it was straight into the rope and was six.
For the players, the openers, they have justified the decision by Rohit Paudel to bat first. An opening stand of 50 runs.
Helped round the corner, not the right line from Kaushik. There's going to be a chase all the way down to the rope in vain for Rohit. That's just a nice little tickle round the corner. It's something that Rohit Paudel maybe does better than anyone in the associate game. He uses the pace from the spinners on the offside and on the leg. He's all about deflections, and
He's on 44 of 40.
tries the big shots and just is going to get the nearly full maximum reward, but a sensational stop. Basil Hamid might have done himself a nuisance. He's definitely saved 6. He saves 4 runs in total, but he looks in real agony. Concerning scenes. I just wonder, is he going to be okay? He immediately went down. The doctor is sprinting across the outfield. A heroic effort from him. Looked like it was 6 all the way, didn't it? And what a stop this is. Sensational. And let's just hope he hasn't done himself such a nuisance. He looks in, Paresh, really concerning scenes. He's in the best possible hands of Dr. Manish Salong. It looks a nasty injury. Rohit Paudel straight to long on, finds the man. And a disappointing innings for the skipper, could never really quite get going. He's going to have to go for 20. Easiest of catches held by the subfielder who's just come on, Mohammad Farouk. Paudel's got to go. Nepal maybe just in a spot of bother. Can't get the run rate moving the way they would like. UAE fighting back. Rohit strikes.
It was a short ball game, self-room, but straight to long on.
There. Big appeal and no need for it because it's cannon into middle stump. Asif Sheikh could just never quite get going. It is that little carom ball, I think, maybe just held in the surface a touch. He did get 50, a 9th T20 international 50, goes past 1,500 T20I runs in the process. He's played nicely, but surely it's got to be Kushal Malla to the crease now. Very good bowling.
Just missed the ball completely. I think it have to make it count, the remaining 2 balls, Dipender Singh Airi and Kushal Malla.
Now Airi looks for the big one, but it's straight to Mohammad Wasim, and Hyder Ali, well, he is pumped up in a big way. Big celebration, nothing from his teammates. He was giving it the big one, leaping into the air like David Warner. And the catch taken with the minimum of fuss. Airi's 6 hitting exploits at this venue aren't on show today. And the majority of the second half of this innings has belonged to the men from UAE. They've been excellent.
Didn't get a good piece of it, got the inner part of the bat. Kushal Malla not getting the ball. Very good connection.
Ja chips it down the ground. He's hit it pretty well, and he may have it well enough to get to the rope. Yes, that has hit into the rope, and it's another injury, it looks like. Landing on the rope, getting himself into a spot of bother, and Gulshan Ja is at it again.
The middle fielder was inside the circle, Mohammad Wasim. That's why it resulted a boundary. Good effort by the fielder there, but
Can he get this Nepal innings moving? Carted away into the offside. He's at it again. Gulshan Ja is playing the best cricket of his life. I have no idea how he's got that all the way for 6. He's picked the slower ball and stood there and simply devastated it over the offside. Outstanding batting.
bottom hand coming into play. Slight.
Yeah, similar, wasn't it? It's a good shout in the Unity Cup. Bit of pressure now on Sadiq. Pressure on UAE maybe for the first time. Goes through the offside again. Gets a good piece of it again. Gets 4 more. Shades of that over against Mohammad Wasim back at the TU. And it's got the Nepal fans dancing up in the crowd. They have just one player they love more than anyone right now. It's the young Gulshan Jah.
Again, giving himself room, playing towards extra.
Can come in and score immediately. Jah's doing it yet again for Nepal here. Full toss. Heaved into the leg side. Could be taken, is. And Junaid Sadiq strikes back. Big moment in the game. And Gulshan Jah's asking for a no ball. We're asking, there's something maybe just happened after the dismissal. Whether there was a word or some contact between the two. Jah's not happy. It was short and it's sweet and he's gone now.
It was a good catch by the fielder at deep mid-wicket, sliding to his front. Send off by the fielder as well.
Just wonder what's happened here. I don't know if we have the replay of after the ball. Junaid Sadiq has now been given a real talking to by ideally for Nepal. He needs to clear the ropes a couple of times. And good bowling, and it's a little feather of an outside edge. It's going to be the end of Mala. Big celebration for Zahid Ali. I think it was a slower ball, an off cutter. Excellent catch from Rahul Chopra. And Mala's got to trudge off for a third low score. He's gone for 10.
Rahul Chopra has been very good behind the stumps. Store ball off cutter. There was a bit of turn as well. That is why it took the edge.
Into the block hole and given. It's an inside edge taken by Chopra, who I don't think he was certain about the inside edge because he tried to affect the stumping. And there's been a bit of carry on now. We did see the decision given out. Kami is staying there for the moment. And now Rashid Riaz is saying not out because of a combination of whether it's the keeper himself or maybe the square leg umpire possibly saying that the catch wasn't held. I think the end result is going to be 1 run. And this will make for a fascinating replay.
The keeper, Rahul Chopra, he just had a shy at the stumps after taking the ball. That indicates that the catch hasn't been carried.
Well, exactly. That's what you would have thought. So let's have a look. It is an inside edge. Held it at first and then dropped it clearly. A T20I debut. We're all set. It's 141 that the UAE will require to win. And then at the age of just 18, debuted in ODI cricket. Got him. Mohammad Wasim is gone. And just look at these celebrations. Bertel holds on to the catch. The fans are going wild, but Nepal's fielders are all in exuberant celebrations. They know how big that is. He's the record run scorer at this ground. He's gone for 1.
It was a back of the lung delivery by Soam Balkani. Tried to pull that straight to Kushal Patel. That is the good point of Dipali Sangheri. He can open the bowling, he can come in middle overs, he can bowl in the death overs as well.
Chip towards long on. Fielder runs around, goes wide to his right, and I think it's going to go all the way. Dipendra Singh Airi will have felt as though he was in the game. It was a slightly chancy stroke from Sharaf, who came off the inside half of the bat, but he got enough of it to get 6.
Even though it came inside half of the bat, it was played away from the fielder at long on the mountains.
Yeah, they're very pretty, particularly this time of day with the sun kind of casting those shadows. Leading edge. Airi goes towards it, can't get there. There was just a momentary hesitation between Dipendra Singh Airi and Rohit Paudel. I think either of them maybe could have got there if they both had went wholeheartedly, but with the ball hanging in the air, they both had a look at each other and just held their momentum, and as a consequence, it fell safely.
Coming down the track, Alison Sharafu lands between the two fielders.
It's probably the only place that could have gone and fallen safely. Incredible moment of fortune, because if Airi can't get there with his, could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? Could have looped up for the easiest of catches, but very fortuitously for Sharaf, who fell safely. Down the track, it's a big blow. It's an almighty blow. I think that's definitely the biggest of the day, probably one of the biggest of the entire tournament. Plonks it up onto the roof of the pavilion, a dance down the track, and Sharafu showing no ills from that shoulder injury. It's his second six.
It was a leg cutter bowled by Nandan Yadav. Nicely picked up.
Don't have the stump mics in place. You won't quite have heard it as clearly at home, but a real beautiful ping. Tries to repeat the dose, but goes down the ground instead. Good batting, dancing and attacking Nandan Yadav. Back-to-back boundaries, 6 and now 4.
This is batting with intent. Coming again down the track, hitting it straight towards the side screen ball. They have to pick up wickets in regular intervals. Pulled away, down to mid-wicket, a boundary. Good looking shot by Sharafu.
It's great intent, and he's somewhat sparing Jonathan Figgy's blushes because he's managed to... Number 2, listen to the first rule. And the leg side, and a miss stop from Asif Sheikh is going to cost 5. That should be given as 5 wides, and indeed is. Maybe a bit lethargic and tired from his batting effort. Not the right line from Rajbanshi. 5 free runs to the total.
Straying down the leg side, the ball going between the feet of Asif Sheikh, couldn't stop the ball.
Bones very manageable at 7.5 runs per over. Lamachani's 4 overs are going to be 4 big ones. He goes down, over long off, and hits it for 6. The final ball of the power play will maybe edge that power play towards the UAE as Gulshan Jah is called upon. And Figgy goes downtown, and he finally gets in the act. He gets a boundary. Mid-off was up in the circle, slightly full from Jah, and Figgy cashes in.
Confident looking shot by Figgy. Hits it with a straight bat. The mid-off fielder was inside the circle a couple of times.
50 comes up. This has helped miles over the offside. That's an almighty strike. He is a class act, Alishan Sharafu. Always been thought of as, well, the most prodigious of young talents to come through that Emirati system. The former under-19s captain. Well, he wins part 1 of that battle with Lamachani.
It was hit on the up, giving himself room.
Inside edge, could have gone anywhere. Misfortune for Lamachani, that's going to cost a boundary despite the diving effort. Sharafu, very lucky here. Was looking to probably go into the offside, I think. Has tied himself in a tangle in knots and, well, just flays the bat at it and somehow gets a boundary.
That was a googly ball by Lamachani. The ball.
Promise you there'll be another twister turn, Paresh. As Figgy gets a good piece of it. He's going to get a maximum. Didn't look like he struck it perfectly at first, and Lamachani's frustrated. But Figgy's 12 off 24 will jump off to 18 off 25. 11 from the over.
Alishan Sharafu's wicket.
Well, that's going to be 50, and a brilliant way to bring it up. Just a check pull shot that goes all the way for 6. It's come in sparkling style. 34 deliveries. It's a 12th career 50 from just 55 innings for Alishan Sharafu. His entire Nepal innings, they only hit 9 4s and 4 6s. Sharafu nearly matching that himself as a run-out chance comes, and it would have been gone. Sampal Kami did everything right. Picked up quickly, got the throw in effectively, probably at 2 stumps or about that angle to aim at, and I think Sharafu gave it up.
This is a golden opportunity missed by Nepal. Sampal Kami getting the ball very quickly and releasing it. There were no way.
Those moments of brilliance for Nepal. They need something, and they've got it. It had to be Dipender Singh Airi. Into the game, into the attack, and into the wickets. He ends Figgy's rather tortured stay at the crease. Good glove work from Asif Sheikh. You sensed it was coming, and it's the Tiger again who impacts the game, not in the field this time, but with the ball. Gives Nepal something to work with.
It was a flattered delivery. The batter coming down the wicket, trying to hit that ball, completely missed it, and a smart glove work by...
Will be the one who can find the way past. Sharafu he has. It's Dipendra Singh Irie, and off he goes. The trademark high five into the sky celebration comes. He's a three-dimensional cricketer. He's impacting the game. He's got the big wicket of Sharafu. Are Nepal finding a way back into this contest?
We didn't see the cartwheel or the jump from Dipendra Singh Irie, but what we saw was Sharafu was so frustrated that he hit the stumps with his bat.
Oh, I missed that. I was watching Irie sprinting off in celebration, expecting the cartwheel. He will find himself in trouble with the ICC match referee, Mr. Ken Tanham. That's going to be a level 1 minimum, I would expect. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Just stay with the batter here if we can. Clever piece of bowling, just skids in. And yes, let's have a look here if we can roll this replay through. Big trouble. You cannot do that, Alishan Sharafu. I'm sorry, I was watching Irie. I thought we were going to get the tumbling cartwheel out again. Instead, we got for 3.
That was bowled a bit slow through the air and skidded on to hit the stumps. Very frustrated, Sharafu.
You're always going to be frustrated. You just can't do that. An over he's going for. Can he find the 4th wicket? Picked up into the leg side. There's a fielder there who holds on. He will find the 4th wicket. Gulshan Jha has had a sensational tournament. That's an excellent catch from Nandan Yadav. He judged that very well. Strange shot from Harshit Kaushik. He only sort of pulled it, and I've no idea how. The cardiac kids are at it again, turning it around, raising the pulses and changing this contest.
A good short ball by Gulshan Jha and a terrific catch by Nandan Yadav in the deep. He jumped and to perfection. Really excited, Nandan Yadav.
Deep third comes up into the circle. Oh, they're going to take on Irie. Run out chance. Oh, would have been gone. And it would have been gone. The crowd reached a fever pitch in anticipation.
Hands on heads for Irie. It was a risky run in front of Irie. Shy at the stumps. Direct hit here. I think it was gone.
Look at the smile from umpire Muckle. He wasn't even into position yet. That's how quick Irie was. Leg cutter to end the over and end the spell. They're thinking of the second and rightly turn it down. Again, Irie hairs in to guard the stumps. Excellent fielding despite not being able to affect the direct hit. Great spell from Gulshan Jha. 4 overs, 1 for 22 for him. And with 5 remaining, it's 46 required to win. The score is 95 for 4. Gorgeous golden hue here. We just missed the sunset nipping behind those mountains there. It's a special place, the Sultanate of Oman. Would highly recommend sticking it onto your bucket list if you've never had the fortune to visit here. Fantastic people and the most fantastic welcome you'll get wherever you go, particularly here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Done a phenomenal job. There are fielders sprinting everywhere. Kushal Malla is running about 150 yards across the field from deep cover all the way out to deep backward square as the skipper, Rohit Powdell, is going to call upon Sandeep Lamachani. These 2 overs that he may bowl, they could decide the game. In his first 2 contests, he bowled 2 overs, none for 19, none for 20. Then he finished with excellent figures in both cases, including being on a hat-trick on one occasion. Can he make it 3rd time lucky? The figures thus far, 2 for 22, 2 for... And there is a bit of a gap between long on and deep mid-wicket. Goes with the googly. Take on Irie. Throw comes in, direct hit. Given! Oh my! He's at it again! And here comes the cartwheel. Nails the landing again. He's the best fielder in the world, in my opinion. There's no one quite like him. It's Dipendra Singh Irie.
He missed the first one in the earlier over. Now, this time around, he hits a bullseye and keeps out the cartwheel, lands it safe. It's going to be Chopra who has to depart for 7.
He's a freak. It's the only words for him. He is superhuman. Have a look at this. I don't think there's a fielder in the world that creates this as a chance. Chopra went straight away. The throw comes out so quickly and it might just be out. by inches. And the acrobatics for big moments like that. Oh, it's another. They're collapsing. Basil Hamid's gone first ball. The googly comes out. I'm not sure he was at 100% with the shoulder. This is a fight back for the ages. It's Hamid that's got to go. 2-2. The first one thanks to Irie. The second one thanks to Lamachani. They're dancing in the stands.
The team is on a hat-trick. 2 wickets in 2 balls. First they run out, and now Sandeep Lamachani bowling that googly, going between the bat and pad, and Mills stump out of the ground.
Incredible scenes. This has been a turnaround of titanic proportions. The perfect googly, just a little bit out of the side of the hand. You feel for Basil Hamid, his shoulder is gone. I give him great credit for going out there and trying his best, but I'm not sure he should have been batting. And the middle stump goes for a walk. You can see the pain that... Now this is hit in the air, and it's hit a long way. We said that Parashar holds the key to the rest of this chase. That's a big hit. Elegant shot to full extension of the arms, and it flies over the rope. Big maximum.
Yeah, it was a pace-on delivery by Sompal Kami. Back up.
Down the leg side, 4 more. Not the right line. Excellent from Parashar. And the UAE hanging about in this chase. Will that Achilles heel of the death bowling for Nepal come back to haunt them? Poor delivery, this one.
Yeah, straying down the leg side. Neatly done by Parashar.
But it would leave 15 to win off the final. Big ball. Hit down the ground. It's hit for 6. He gets the maximum reward. And the UAE will need 10 from the final over. It was right in the slot. Parashar playing a gem of a knock. And the UAE feel as though they can see the finishing line. It's 131 for 6.
Yeah, it was right on slot. He attempted a Yorker there, missed it by, let's say, a feet or so.
Yadav sick between these two great sides. Irie with the ball in hand. And starts by being clipped away for just the single. Hit into the leg side, hit all the way for 6. And Parashar has UAE on the brink, misses the block hole. Parashar moves into the 30s, and UAE need just 3 to win.
Yeah, this was a very good shot. Just let the ball come to him, misses the block hole by a couple of inches. Down to long on for a maximum. This is a good hand, a good cameo by...
Hits it straight to long on. Jura takes the catch. It's another twist. It's another turn. Irie has 3. No big celebrations yet, because this game could still go any which way. They do have the big wicket of Parashar, but there's nervy moments with just 2 balls left.
Everywhere, twists and turns. It's gonna be Siddiq. I presume this was another ball in the slot.
Down the track, hit into the air. Is it going to carry to long off? No, it's not. They're going to take on the second. He's lost the bat. Throw comes to the keeper's end. Given. He's run out. The single will count. Unbelievable drama in Muscat. It's going to be 139 for 8. Exceptional fielding from Sundeep Jura, who held his nerve. And all 3 results will be possible off the final ball. We might have 1 short given. We're going to have to wait and see this. It may be no run to the total, and it might be back-to-back wickets. It could be 138 for 8 instead of 139.
It's all happening here in Oman Cricket Academy, Turf 1. A run out. That was Sundeep Zora with a flat score.
I think this is 1 short. Not going to see if we can bring it to you. But Hyder Ali's too busy watching the ball. Have a look here. He's dropped the bat. He is 1 short. Exceptional umpiring from Rashid Riaz. It's good to the final ball of the 40 overs. Irie to Sadiq. Helped into the leg side. They will get 1. A fumble. Can they get 2? Throw. Slip. It's all over. Nepal win by just 1 run. The most extraordinary turnaround. Complete jubilation in the stands and on the outfield. The UAE have pushed Nepal to the brink, but just in terms of getting over the line, that one short has been the difference. It's the most critical of victories. Nepal one step closer to a return to the World Cup. It's been a game that's given us everything, but ultimately Nepal win by the barest of margins. 1 run.
Clasico, we've seen El Clasico earlier. Now, this is the 11th T20I between them. Nepal leads 6-5.